you which pages the presentation contains. Okay, all of the sessions are really connected to each other. If you have the opportunity to participate or okay.
Okay, you can see the screen, right? Rayongul, can you see the screen?
Yes, yes, I can see, but your voice is really low.
Sorry for that, but anyways, if you can see the screen, I think we can proceed with the workshop, and you just tell me when to go to the next slide, and I will be controlling the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, okay, as I mentioned before, that all the sessions that were conducted before, all of them were about lesson plans, and this one is also how to adopt lesson plan to different contexts and different kind of time constraint. Okay, our objective for this session, it is by the end of this session, teachers will be able to identify key factors that affect lesson delivery, adapt lesson plans to different teaching contexts, manage time effectively without losing learning outcomes. These are our objectives. We hope that at the end of the session, we will achieve our objective, our goals. Okay, next slide, please. Yes, thank you very much, Subro. Okay, today, let's just start quickly with a warm up. There are two questions. The first question is, have you ever run out of time during a lesson? You can share in the chat your answers, just yes, no. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Good.
Can I start?
Yes, of course.
Yes, for sure. We have situations while students were not ready for the lessons, and we were to change our plans during the lesson, because if they are not able to explain, or if they are not clear with the previous theme, so how we could adapt the new theme for them. I think that's why we have to change our lessons, because of students not ready for the lesson.
Yes.
Dear colleagues, we really apologize that we have faced with issues. Now, Rayongul will continue from my laptop.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, there were some problems with my laptop. Okay, so To this question, have you ever run out of the time during the lesson? Bibi Soro already answered to this one. Can you please, any volunteer who wants to answer to the second question, have you ever had to change a lesson because students were not ready?
May I add?
Yes, of course, sure.
Yes, it happened to me. I think that several times when the students were not ready for the lesson, and I had to change a lesson for them. And just we did a homework, and we changed this time into homework time because they were not ready. We were just reviewing the previous lesson because, as you have just said, we could not go and move to another topic since we haven't done with the last one. That's it. So
Yeah, thank you very much, Aziza. Yes, like all of the teachers, they just wrote their yes, yes, and you are not alone because every single teacher just faced with this kind of a problem. Okay, that's why we need adapting the lessons according to the student's level or according to the size of the class or like that. Okay, Zuhra, can you please go to the next slide? Okay, here, what does mean adapting a lesson mean? If any volunteer who wants to share his or her idea, what do you kind of, when you hear the word adapting a lesson, what comes to your mind?
if you don't mind, can I say again? So
Yes,
when I see a
sure.
word, when I see a word adapting a lesson, I think that coming back to the previous thing that we've just talked, maybe you, when you are just, you want, when the students are not ready and you don't know what to do with them. So next, so maybe not that method that I use always about going back to that homework, reviewing the homework. Maybe there are other variants or methods I can use. Maybe adapting a lesson is you should be more I should be, for example, more flexible and to adapt my lesson to that maybe inconvenience that is so happens or so and I was not ready, for example, for this lesson that I didn't expect this lesson be this way and I should adapt it, because of something that, for example, happened. The students are not ready or another reason, I don't know. So it's my opinion.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing. And there in the chat also, Shahloyi just wrote her idea, and Rayan also. Yeah, like all of your ideas are correct. Like adapting a lesson means changing how we teach while keeping our main goal. Yeah, teaching does not always go as we planned. Sometimes we have less time, sometimes we have extra time, sometimes the students are not ready, as Miss Aziza said that we need to do with them their homeworks also. That's what adapting lesson means. Okay, like there are the keywords like adapting a lesson. It's mean modifying activities, adjusting timing, changing delivery methods. Okay, Zuhra, can you go to the next slide, please? Yeah. Okay, teaching context that affects lessons. There are some factors that they affect how we spend our lessons. Yeah, they may be class size. They are small or they are less participants or they're really large classroom that, for example, in most of the private school, it can be, the students can be 45 or 30, it's too much. Yeah, and In this kind of classes, lesson adaptation is the most important part. Or to the student levels, their level are not the same. They are mixed. Some of them are just starter, some of them are just elementary, different level they have. All time available. We can run out of the time. Okay, we can have some extra time also. The time is also very important thing in lesson planning and spending the lesson. Or student engagement and energy. Student energy, sometimes they are really active. They kind of do every exercise very quickly and they are really engaged. They have lots of power to do lots of things, lots of energy. And when they are too active, at the end of the lesson, for sure, we will have some extra times that we need to manage that one also. These are the main factors that affect lessons. Okay, next page, please. Yes, okay. Here we have the time constraints teacher phase, like shortened lesson, late start. For example, lesson starts at 8. We will come late. We will start our lesson at 8:15. We already lost 15 minutes. Or technical issues, if it is online, the problem that I face now, or maybe there is no electricity, and slow or fast learners. It depends how students are active or how students are passive. These are, these are the time constraints that every teacher just face with this kind of problems. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, we have a really good golden rule for adaptation. Like the golden rule is keep the objective, change the activity. Whatever happens, like the lessons shortened or there will be extra times, whatever just happens during the lesson, the most important thing is that we should keep our objective. What was our objective? We need to kind of keep on it. Do not change the objective, but we can change the activities. It is more easier. Okay, here just Zuhro in the chat that in my opinion, it can also be about making it easier, skipping something. Yes, very good. Yes, when we start late, of course, sure. Okay, in your opinion, what is harder to change, the objective or the activity? Any volunteer who wants to share? Maybe Mehdi, Shahloi, who else are different participants? I really want to hear from every of you, to each of you. Who wants to share? What is harder to change, the objective or the activity?
May I?
Yes, of course, sure, Mehdi, continue.
Okay, I think that to change activity, to adapting activity is more easy than to change the objective of the lesson. But if we are changing objective of the lesson, it could be more easy to adapt the activity. And also it does depend on the topic that how we adapt the lesson. And for me, I think that activity is more easy than adapting objective.
Very good. Thank you very much. Yes, the most important thing is just keeping the objective. Like activities, they are more flexible. We can skip one, we can shorten one activity. For example, if the lesson has shortened for 25 minutes, we can just skip some activities and just focus on the main task, the most important task. We will just focus on that one and do that activities. We don't have to do kind of every activities. Or maybe maybe the students are too quiet. If the students are too quiet, we can, before just giving them task to like having a group group discussion or something like that. Before that, we can just ask them to work in a pairs, because when they work in a pairs, it will help them to get some ideas. And when they talk in a big group, they have the ideas to like to share, and it will also give them the confidence that they have ideas. They just don't sit still or quiet. They have the ideas to share with the group. Okay. Zuhra, really great ideas. Thank you very much. Okay. Or if, for example, if we have extra time, at least whatever we can do, it is just a revision, the vocabulary, or we can have some discussion if we have extra time. Okay, thank you very much. Now, next slide, please. Okay, here we have one activity. We will do it in breakout rooms. Like the instruction is now, I will share, Miss Uro will share the link of lesson plan with you in a group. You need to read that lesson plan, analyze the new context, then decide what to keep, what to change, or what to remove. Like group A will just, your situation is like that, your class reduced to 25 minutes. So you have like, if it's reduced for 25 minutes, it means that you have 40, you have less time. Yeah, you need to adapt that lesson to that one. And the second group, your situation is just, I can't see the screen, just a minute. Okay, the second group, you have mixed ability students. Some are very quiet, some of them are really active. Yes, how you will adapt this lesson plan to this kind of, to mixed ability students. Okay, group C, you have 15 extra minutes, sorry. You have 15 extra minutes. How you will adapt this lesson plan to this kind of classes. Okay, for this one, you will have, for this one, you will have 10 minutes to discuss it in your group. After that, we will just choose one presenter from each group to present your ideas.
Sorry, Rayongul, could you please remind how many groups we need?
We need 3 groups.
3 groups, okay. And the lesson plan, you mean the one that you uploaded to our Google Drive, right?
Yes, yes. You need
And
to
how much time do we have for this activity?
They have 10 minutes to discuss, to adopt this lesson plan, and they have 2 or 3 minutes to present it.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Let me prepare everything. Please give me a minute.
Okay, sure. Yeah, like the groups, you should just remember your topics. That group A, classes reduced to 25 minutes. Group B, you have mixed ability students. And group C, you have 15 extra minutes.
Okay. Okay, I have created the rooms. Please, dear, all go to your rooms. Mehri, please go to your breakout room. Mehri, are you here? So welcome back, everyone. I hope that you had productive time working together.
Yes, sure. We had.
Great. So everyone is back, right? Okay, so Rayongul, are you here? I can't see you.
Güzel. Hazır.
Okay, I think that Rayongul is probably rejoining. So let us not lose this time and reflect on your changes. So Group A, who is going to be presenting on behalf of your group? Who was in Group A? Hello?
Yeah. Sorry for that. Okay. Let's start. Yes, let's start discussing. Let's start with the Group A. Yeah, how did you adapt this lesson plan? How did you adapt? Group A. Anyone want to share from Group A?
I tried to call people from Group A, but they don't want to share.
You were in Group A?
I were in all groups, just monitored how people are doing. But right now, nobody wants to share.
Okay.
Hello, I can do it
Hello.
from group one.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
So, we had only 25 minutes for one lesson, and we think that for warm up we have 3 minutes only instead of 5. Then the
Yeah, like
presentation for
kind of you had 45 minutes, but it reduced, yes, to you have only 25 minutes to have your lesson.
okay, and then we had 8 minutes for presentation, then 5 minutes for control practice, and 8 minutes for free practice, and also 1 minute for feedback. And then we thought that maybe we can
Okay.
how to say, maybe we
Good.
can
So you didn't change the objective of
also we have an idea that we can do it without the warm up part, if it is
Okay.
possible, right?
Okay.
And then
Good.
we had more minutes for presentation and the free conversation part.
Okay. Okay, good. So you managed to have this lesson only for 25 minutes.
Yes. We try to
Yes.
manage it.
Good, good. Yes. As a teacher, we just wish to have extra times than just reducing the times. Okay, good. It was from Group A. Now Group B. Who wants to share? Group B.
So I can share 1 minute.
Yes. Yes.
1 minute.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, Group B, mixed ability. So there are mixed ability students, and some are very quiet. So first of all, as a warm-up, so we think that we can change open questions to yes, no, or maybe choice questions. For example, instead of asking about their morning routine, we can ask like the question, do you wake up early or late? So they can choose, yeah. And I think we think that it allows students to answer with short phrases. And about the presentation, we think that it's better also to provide modal sentence on the board, like I usually wake up at 7, and use choral repetition for the quiet students. And of course, check their understanding with some CCQ questions, yeah? And as a controlled practice, we think that it's better to pair stronger students with the weaker ones, and they can discuss between themselves, yeah? They can be actively engaged in the participation, and we can also use the sentence frames like I usually, I never, and they can use it. As a freer practice, we think that we can replace full speaking task with a structured task. Students complete a daily routine chart, then they can share with 1 to 2 sentences only. And there is also one question that arises like, what will stronger students do with this practice if it's really, easy for them? So we think that we can also, so if the stronger students finish it earlier, we can give them a task to prepare maybe a kind of, I would say, speaking task for the daily routine chart using the chart. And well, it allows optional written preparation before speaking for the weaker students. And at the feedback that we think we can focus on positive feedback first, and that they praise the effort, not only the accuracy, correct common errors on the board, but not individually, because we think that if we will do it individual, like Arslan, you did this one, so we expect that Arslan next time will be quieter than this time, yeah. And as a reflection, we think that as a Group B, what worked well: sentence starters, supporters, visual support, and planning mixed ability learners increased confidence. And what will we change next time? Of course, maybe add more per-speaking planning time and include a short written task before oral production. Yeah.
Good. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's go to the.
Can I add something here? I think
Yeah,
that Group
sure.
2, you did a great job. Thank you, Juldis, for sharing. Just one note that I would like to make is that in your adapted lesson plan, you focus primarily on slow learners. And this can be another challenge for you, because then your fast learners, your strong students can get bored and demotivated even. So when you adapt lessons in the future, try to use differentiated instructions when you give different activities for different students, like simpler activities for those who are slow learners, and more complex activities for those who are fast learners, so that everyone feels included and valued. Because in the new lesson plan, which is great, but this is a huge, strong focus on slow learners, and strong and fast learners are a little bit forgotten. So in the future, please consider this as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, because of lack of time, Group C, yes, you can share quickly. Okay, Group C, you have extra minute, yes? Group C.
Okay, so maybe I can share.
Yes, sure.
All right, so for our task, we have extra 15 minutes. So what we thought of is generally is to add extra activities, especially to the free practice, which means more communicative activities. So first we thought to extend a little bit the warm-up because it attracts students' attention and it makes class a little bit fun. So maybe we can add the flashcards and distribute them about daily routines of students, and then they can we can ask them questions about what's that, do you do that in your daily routines and stuff. And then we thought about adding extra activities, especially a work activity, group activity, in which students will ask each other how often questions, how often do you do that, and how often do you do that. And then the feedback, also we thought of extending it. So the teacher, there will be more talking time between students and teacher. So the teacher will be given more feedback and be more positive and supporting to their students and asking them more about what they grasped to get to know whether they did understand and had everything the lesson was planned to. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's go to the, yes, okay, we will skip some slides. We don't have time, that's why. Okay, we will share the presentation with you in the group. Yeah, Shahnaza, do you have question?
Только мама должна. Спас, папа. Хорошо, до свидания.
Shahnaza is not talking to us. Okay, let's say, okay, the reflection. One adoption strategy that I will use in my next lesson. Can you just quickly write in the chat that which strategy you will use? Any volunteers? Like the strategies were kind of, I like the golden rules. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. The differentiation. Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Like from the lesson adoption, we can just have some takeaways with us. Like lesson plans are not they are guides. They are not scripts. Yeah. And flexibility improves the learning. Time pressure is manageable with strategies. Okay, whenever we want to adapt a lesson plan, we need to pay attention to everything, to the level of the student, to the size of the class, yes, to the approach, like each student are unique, they have unique, we need to find a unique approach to teach them. Yeah, and to conclude, the lesson adoption, it helps us become more flexible, it improves student learning and save time. And when we want to adapt, we just should take under the consideration that whatever we are doing, we are just kind of try to focus on our students' need. Whatever they need the most, we need to improve that part. Okay, and this is the QR code that I want to get some feedback from you. Yeah, your feedbacks will be really appreciated, and you can share, or later I can just send the QR and the link to the Telegram group. You can do it later whenever the time is kind of okay for you. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope this session was kind of helpful for you. And if you have any question, you are welcome, but we don't have time actually. In the Telegram, whenever you just write your questions, I try to answer to you. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Rayangul. This was a very interesting session. I also learned some insightful strategies from you. That's great. Thank you very much for sharing. And thanks, dear participants, for staying till the end of this class. I hope that you found it interesting, useful, applicable to your teaching practices. I've sent this link with your feedback to our group. Please go follow it. And another request, next week I'm planning to create a short post saying that, hey teachers, we have started the online course that we announced a month ago. So for that post I need some feedback from you. If you could take a couple of minutes of time and just in Telegram write briefly how you find this experience so far, this would be really grateful, and this would be really helpful, and we would be really grateful to you. So thank you very much. Thank you, and see you all on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we are meeting at 6 p.m. Okay, thank you, everyone, and goodbye.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you.